Kest, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2.
Carrier Air Conditioning at Bowles Plumbing and Heating, 1005 East C Street in McCook, keeping you chilled this summer.
Back here at the McCook High School gym, getting ready for the final match of the night. Cambridge and McCook. Didn't quite give them the 25 minutes, but apparently the coaches were okay and cool and ready to go. We're ready to go for the start of this matchup on our Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. Also Kicks 96.1. McCook won in 3 sets over Cozad. Cambridge 1 in 3 sets over Cozad. So it's a battle of 1-0 teams, so to speak, once again in this one. Mr. Nichols is making the starting lineups. Same lineups pretty much. Cambridge going, of course, the primary center, 6-1 with Mallory Springer, Brooklyn Holtz, Jocelyn Holtz, Elizabeth Cubic, Erin Johnson, Annabelle Taylor, Chloe Gooden, their libero, McCook with their lineup, pretty much same as the 6-1. Of course, with Ashlyn Randall out with an injury. They go with the 6-1. Carson Porter's their lone setter. Bailey Foster, Kelly Crawford up front, and Jillian Walgren. Abby Renner in there, and Morgan Griffin, the sophomore. For head coach Trevor Hoynes. And here we go, volleyball action about ready to go. As here we go with the set on the far side. Cambridge switch sides. Holtz, the serve. Abby Renner off the swing. Dug up by Holtz. Going to be set by Springer. Erin Johnson, big swing. Dug up, fisted by Favre. Tapped over by Renner. Chance for Cambridge to use it. Johnson, big swing. And we got a net violation going to be called against Cambridge. And in the nets, Karsten Porter missed that one. Tied at 1 apiece, best of 3 in this one. Kicks 96.1 or Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel as well. Good serve by Chloe Gooden. Porter's right there. It's Abby Renner off the net. Tips it over. Swing by Holtz in the net. 2-1 Bison. In the first set here from the McCook High School gym. A lot of the time over the years, these two teams have met in the McCook invite, but that did not happen this year. Springer sets it to the far side. Johnson, big swing. Partial tipped, picked up by Favre, set by Porter. Near side of Callie Crawford off a block, and McCook couldn't dig it up. That ball hit the block. I think Springer fell straight down, and Crawford did her best to try to dig it back up, and she couldn't quite do it. 2-2. In the first. Mallory Springer back at the service line in a 2-2 ball game. Nice serve. Favre's right there. Going to be set by backset Porter. Big swing by Renner that time. Renner right back at it. And dug up nicely by Cambridge. Tough pass by Gooden in the net. Point McCook. Bison got a 3-2 lead. Coach Hoynes talking to him, of course, in our pregame game 1. He'd love to get these 2 wins. Momentum as they get ready for a very, very tough, once again, Twin Cities invite. A lift's going to be called on the serve, and Coach Carpenter not happy about that one. (4-2) Favre serve right there. Pass to Springer, go back set this time. Johnson had to go a little bit of ways, and it hit the line. It was tapped over McCook with a block, and it fell. It's 5-2. Lady Bison in the first set. On the serve by Favre. Hit the top of the tape and got the spin that time at 6-2. Good start for McCook in this one. Favre on the jump serve again. Back row pass by Holtz. Going to be Springer. Go right back to Holtz. Jocelyn back row. Out of bounds long. 7-2. Hitting error that time against the sophomore Jocelyn Holtz. Favre on the serve. Low serve. Holtz right there. Springer chases it down. The bump set. Cubic goes down the line right there is Walgren. Set by Porter. Callie Crawford in the nets. 7-3 on the miscue that time by the sophomore from McCook. And we'll see Erin Johnson back at the service line at a 7-3 ball game. On the serve, back row pass by Favre. Right there is Porter, one-handed, she set it over, tapped over Cambridge, and good dig attempt by Favre. Couldn't quite dig it up. Point Cambridge 7-4. Bison give a couple of points right back. And an ace serve. Good placement that time by Erin Johnson. Ace serve makes it 7-5. Senior back to serve again. Set by Porter. Morgan Griffin gets a swing. Back row pass picked up by Gooden. Set by Springer. And have to be bumped over. No attacker there for Cambridge. Porter back set far side. Bailey Foster swing. Back row picked up by Gooden. Overpass right there, Favre, Porter. Now it's going to be Callie Crawford. Back row, nobody home. Point McCook, it's 8-5. Eight-5 ball game. Good serve. Back set. Springer holds off a partial piece of the net. Crawford gets a swing. A little roll shot over picked up by Holtz. Going to be set by Springer. Holtz gets a swing. Brooklyn. Good dig by Foster. Bump set by Porter. And hit over by Foster. Cross court. Cambridge right there with Kubik. Going to set up for Holtz. Roll shot over. Dug up by Foster. Hit backwards. 8-6. 8-6 ball game. McCook by 2 in the first set. Best 2 out of 3 in this one. On the serve, Holtz jostling that time with a good serve. Walgren, Porter worked the middle. Morgan Griffin didn't get a lot on it. Got it a good dig. Pushed over by Springer. Chance McCook right here with Porter. Carson will set it up near side. Callie Crawford, tight set right there. Favre with a good pickup. Callie Crawford, one more chance cross court. Right there is Johnson with a good pickup. Springer, cross court. Now it's Holtz. Tapped over by Porter. Cambridge a chance. Springer worked the middle this time for Taylor. Didn't get a lot on it. McCook a chance. Tapped over by Crawford. Still playing. Longest rally so far. Tapped over Taylor. Good dig by Walgren. Set over by Porter. And here we go. Keep going. Springer sends it over. Porter will have to send it over. Pass was kind of leading toward the net. Tapped over by Taylor. And it goes off. A Porter out of bounds. Point to Cambridge. 8-7 ball game right here in the first set. Eight-7 ball game on the serve. Short serve. Favre a little sideways. It's going to be an ace serve. 8-8 ball game. Kubik back to serve, try to give Cambridge 1 point lead. Favre, good first pass. Porter, near side, Callie Crawford, big swing and trying to get over the block. Too much, out of bounds long, and Cambridge has got a lead by 1, 9-8. Nine-8 ball game once again here in the first. Good serve. We got our second out of rotation call in this one. Going to be against McCook. Coach Hoynes wants a little explanation. It is a 2-point lead here in the first. Kubik on the good serve. Walgren's right there, going to be set by Porter. Morgan Griffin down the line. Good dig by Holtz, going to be set by Springer. Holtz, Brooklyn, good fist. Nice job by Favre, keeping it alive. Griffin, big swing out of that middle. Kept alive by Cambridge again. Holtz, back row, out of bounds, long. No touch. Cambridge asking for a touch. Nobody's got a touch. Point McCook, Bison it within 1, 10-9. Callie Crawford on the serve. Back row pass by Kubik, bump set by Springer. Holtz big swing, fisted by Favre, and not enough to get somebody else underneath it. Falls, it's 11-9 Cambridge. Brooklyn holds back at the service line for Cambridge. They're looking for win number 12 of the season after picking up number 11 in the previous game. Walgren, big swing, out of bounds, long. And did they get a touch? There was a touch someplace. They did get a touch. 11-10. Morgan Griffin back at the service line. 1 point game. We ready to go? Officials talking with the scorers table. And somebody, the way they're talking with the Coach Carpenter over there, is somebody served and was out of rotation serving or whatever. 11-10 ball game. Kicks 96.1 coverage of the McCook Triangular. Also our Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. Reminder, we've got softball coming up on Thursday. The McCook Lady Bison at Hastings St. Cecilia. Sam will be over in Hastings for that. Wrapping up the regular season for the McCook girls. And crossing fingers, officially come Thursday, they will host that sub-district at the JC Sports Complex instead of having going out to the Panhandle. Bison football here, Kicks 96.1 against Hastings on Friday night. Wagner Ford pregame is at 6, kickoff time at 7 o'clock. We'll have a couple of Hawk football games the week. Thursday, Maywood Hay Center at Cambridge. And then SEM, Sumner, Eddyville, Miller at Juanita Palisade on Friday. Oh, I don't know. They're getting everybody straightened out on rotation. Here we go. 11-10, Cambridge by 1 in the first set. Morgan Griffin to serve by the Lady Bison. Back row pass by Johnson, set by Springer. Holtz, a big swing. Almost had a ball up here in the weight loft, but it hit the bar up here. Point Cambridge, and it's a 12-10 Cambridge lead. Brooklyn Holtz back at the service line. On the serve. Back row pass by Crawford. Porter, they'll work the middle this time to Renner. Cross-court kills good. No, Walgren, beg your pardon. Sorry about that. Jaylee Walgren with a nice swing. 12-11. Karsten Porter back at the service line and a 12-11 Cambridge lead in the first. And this one, boy, that was a bomb and went way out of bounds. Took off on that one. 13-11 Cambridge. Chloe Gooden back at the service line. This one's going to sail along, so wow. Had a lot of missed serves in the second match, and it's more of the same here in match number 3. 13-12, Cambridge by 1. Walgren back at the service line. Kubik right there. Springer sets it up far side for Johnson. Big swing down the line, and it's out of bounds. Cambridge thought there was a touch back row. I couldn't tell. 13-13. Good serve by Walgren. Short serve. Good dig, Kubik. Bumped over by Johnson. Chance for McCook to take advantage of it right here with Porter. Back set. Foster gets a swing. Back row picked up by Gooden. Set by Springer. Johnson off a block. Kept alive by Foster. And Porter gave it a shot, just swung at it and hit it from one side of the court to the other on McCook's side. Point Cambridge 14-13. Springer hit the top of the table of the line. Drive got it over, though. Foster off the net is going to send it long out of bounds. (15-13) Cambridge. Coach Trevor Hoynes once again gets a timeout on the floor. We're back to the McCook High School gym coming up here shortly after the timeouts. On Kicks 96.1. Back here to the McCook High School GMR coverage once again of McCook Triangular. Bison trail by 2 in the first set, 15-13 off the timeout. Porter sets it up. Foster gets a swing over double block, dug up by Springer. Bump set, and now swung over by Jocelyn Holtz. Picked up by Porter, going to be bump set by Favre. Far side, big swing off a block. Bailey Foster with a block on the far side. And makes it an 15-14 game. Morgan Griffin will check back in front row. Abby Renner will sit. Favre on the good serve. Picked on that sideline over past Cambridge. Porter, near side, big swing by Callie Crawford, long out of bounds. Another hit and error for the Bison, 16-14, Cambridge by 2 in the first. Good serve by Johnson right there. Good pickup by Walgren. Porter, the bump set, swung over, and it's going to go behind the antenna by Foster. 17-14, Cambridge. Good serve by Johnson. Walgren. Porter will set up. Morgan Griffin's really got to cut this thing. And they say it went behind the antenna, and it's now 18-14. A couple of hitting errors against the Bison. Good serve, Johnson again. Favre's right there. Porter set up worth the middle to Kelly Crawford. Dug up by Springer. Bump set. Kubik swung over. Bison have a chance. Porter. Crawford have a swing. Cross court. Kept alive by Johnson. Bump set by Springer. And now over. No, won't make it over. Good effort by Holtz. Couldn't quite pop it over. 18-15. Bailey Foster back at the service line at a 3-point Cambridge lead. Good line drive serve. Johnson's right there. Going to be set by Springer. Far side. Holtz big swing. Her kill's on the way and good. Through the block of Griffin and Porter up front. Favre did her best to try to dig it up. Couldn't quite do it. It's 19-15. Cambridge a 4-point lead in set number 1. Holtz good serve. Low one. Walgren overpass. Chance for Cambridge. Kubik far side. Holtz swing down the line. Picked up back row by Foster. Set by Porter. Worked the middle to Griffin. Through the block. And a lift's going to be called against Cambridge. 19-16. Cambridge 3-point lead. On the serve. Right there. Good pickup by Holtz. Back set Springer. Kubik. Harsh block. Big swing by Walgren to the block. Dug up nicely by Holtz, but in the net. 19-17. Cambridge by 2 in set number 1. Good serve, back row pass by Johnson. Springer far side, Holtz big swing, cross court. Back line, front of the back line's good. Cambridge the first hit 20, it's 20-17. Cambridge by 3. Elizabeth Kubik back at the service line on a 3-point game. Low serve right there is Foster. Set by Porter. Back set far side. Morgan Griffin picked up back row by Holtz. Going to be set by Springer. Brooklyn Holtz off a partial block. Dug up by Favre. Going to be set by Porter. Tapped over by Walgren with the left hand. Springer. It's going to be Holtz again. Good dig by Foster. Jump set by Porter. Walgren down the line, out of bounds wide. 21-17 and timeout by McCook. Bison trailing by 4 in the first set. We are back to McCook High School gym shortly. Kicks 96-1. Rich Barnett back here at the McCook High School gym. Final match of the night. First 2 matches, McCook over Cozad in 3. It was Cambridge over Cozad in 3 in the second match. And right now here late in this first set, Cambridge has a 4-point lead. 21-17. The Bison just burned their final timeout. Elizabeth Kubik back to serve at 21-17 in the first. Good serve right there is Favre. Going to be set by Porter. Back set far side Griffin at about the 10-foot line. Didn't get a lot on it. Tapped over by Holtz. Finds a hole. Good effort by Crawford to try to dig it up. It falls 22-17. At Cambridge with a 5-point lead late in this first set. Kubik back at the service line in a 5-point game. Back row pass by Favre. Tight one. Porter has to swipe it at it and push it over. The kill's on the wing. Good. Carson, not the tallest person out there, but my gosh, she had a pretty good vertical that time. Get up. 22-18. Morgan Griffin at the service line. Back row pass straight up by Holtz. Springer will set it up for Brooklyn Holtz. Back row pass by Foster. Renner has to swipe it, and off the block that time of Taylor in the front row for Cambridge Point McCook. 22-19. Bison Creek within 3. Griffin on the serve. Back row pass by Johnson. Going to be set by Springer. Far side. Big swing by Holtz off of the Renner block. Abby got a hand on it, but not enough. Point Cambridge 23-19 in the first. Brooklyn Holtz back at the service line. On the serve, right there's Crawford. Bump set by Porter. Back row attack by Foster. Chance for Cambridge with Springer. Sets it up Aaron Johnson. Got enough on it. Kills on the wing. It is 24-19. Hardest working man around, and athletic director Darren Nichols up here. Never gets a day off. Set point number 1 for Cambridge right here, 24-19. Down the line, good dig by Favre. Bump set by Porter. Abby Renner, big swing. Not picked up back in front by Johnson. Aaron gets a return. Good dig by Foster, set by Porter. Good swing by Walgren, blocked at the net, 25-19. Cambridge wins set number 1 here at the high school gym. Set number 2 is coming up here shortly on Kicks 96.1 and the Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. Back here in the McCook High School gym, getting ready for set number 2. Cambridge won set number 1, 25-19. And here we go, set number 2. Who's going to go home tonight with a 2-0 mark and some momentum? Bison girls will head out west to the Twin Cities Invite coming up again on Friday, Saturday with 6 matches in 2 days. And Cambridge got a big home match against Maywood Hayes Center on Thursday. Karsten Porter to serve first McCook. First pass by Holt. Springer's right there. Tight pass that went over, but McCook just had a tip. Pushed down by Springer. Kept alive by Porter. Tipped over by Walgren. Chance for Cambridge right here with Springer. Far side, Aaron Johnson. Back row pass picked up by Crawford. Porter tries to send it back corner. And Holtz did a good job of chasing it down, but nobody helped her out in the second pass. McCook got a 1-0 lead. Karsten back at the service line, 1-0 McCook. Cambridge won the first set, 25-19. Springer. Johnson gets a swing, out of bounds long. Hit trying to trend that back corner. Too much on that one. The Bison got a 2-0 lead. Porter back at the service line. This one's going to go long, out of bounds. 2-1 ball game here in the second. Chloe Gooden, the libero, back at the service line for Cambridge. On the serve, right there is Crawford. Going to be set. Porter, go. Tough back set. Walgren had a reach. Tipped over by Springer. Pinballs around, and Walgren sends it over. Good dig by Kubik. Overpass. McCook in the net. On the overpass, Walgren was right there trying to slam it over in the first try, but couldn't quite do it. Cambridge with a couple of points right back. Tie ball game at 2 in the second. Gooden back at the service line. Back row pass by Foster. Porter back set far side. Walgren big swing in the net. Cambridge with a 3 straight after the Bison took the early lead. Chloe Gooden back at the service line. Back row pass by Foster, set by Porter. Worked the middle of the time to Abby Renner. Straight on, out of bounds long. 4-0 run for Cambridge in set number 2. Good serve down the line by Gooden. Can be picked up by Favre, set by Porter. Abby Renner over block. We have a lift. Could it be called? They're going to call Renner with a lift that time on the hit. Caught it on the palm. Coach Hoynes wants an explanation, that is. Didn't quite agree with that one. And that's 5 straight for Cambridge, 5-2. Back pedal is Favre, going to be set by Porter. Foster gets a swing off a block. Springer keeps it alive. Hit over the second pass by Holtz. Bump set by Porter. Sent over by Foster in the net. Trying to get it over, and Bailey in the net. Timeout, Coach Trevor Hoynes. 6-2 Cambridge on a 6-0 run. Back to the McCook High School gym shortly on Kicks 96.1. Back here at the McCook High School gym, first timeout taken by the Bison. A 6-0 run for Cambridge, up 6-2 in the second, up a set. And Abby Renner in the net. Bison hitting woes continue, 7-2 in set number 2. Well, you get that good start to begin things, and that off 2. I know it's only 2-0, but hey, still a 2-0 lead. 7-2 now. Got a good pass. Walgren has to bump it over. Chance for Cambridge to use it with Springer. Back set it to Holtz to go out of bounds. Was there a touch? No touch that time. Out of bounds, 7-3. Stops a 7-0 run. Jaylee Walgren back at the service line. 7-3. Back row pass by Kubik. Kind of shanked it. Chased down by Springer. Overpass. Sent over by Renner. Didn't have a lot on it, though. Springer will dump it over that time. And McCook, can they keep it alive? Yes. Nice dig that time. Bouncing it over. And now bumped over by Cambridge. Back row pass by Walgren. Set by Porter. It's going to be Renner. Kind of hesitated that time. Picked up by Cambridge with Springer. Big swing by Holtz, and the donut was open. That time, just a little tip right there in the middle. 8-3. Mallory Springer back at the service line. 8-3 Cambridge in the second. Line drive serve, Walgren. Back set, Foster. Swung over by Crawford. Chance for Cambridge. Use it with Springer. Aaron Johnson gets a swing off a partial tip. Dug it by Favre. Set by Porter. Big swing by Crawford down the lines. Good. Count that kill for Cali. It's 8-4. And Cambridge one set, 125-19 lead in the second, 8-4. Favre on the serve. Keeping those serves low. Hit over the third chance by Holtz, and the Bison can pick it up. Yeah, they do. Great effort by Griffin. Cambridge wanted a lift that time, but boy, I thought it was good defensive play. Porter, cross court. Crawford, back row, dug up, hit straight up, chased down by Springer. Bumped over by Holtz. Favre right there, going to be set by Porter near side. Crawford over a block, finds a hole. Little roll shot, it's 8-5. Coach Carpenter thought it was 4 hits. I thought it was 3. I thought maybe anything she wanted a lifter called or something like that, but I think she wanted 4, but I didn't think it was 4. And Cambridge that time passing breaks down. 8-6 ball game and timeout. Coach Carpenter. 8-6 ball game. McCook trying to get back into it. Back to the high school gym here shortly on Kicks 96.1. Back here at the McCook High School gym, timeout taken by head coach Lauren Carpenter of Cambridge. 8-6, Cambridge by 2. Bison with a couple of points to get back into it. And we're going to have a lift called. They are calling that really close here on Cambridge here in this third set. I didn't know if it was that bad, but 8-7 ball game and a missed serve. I'll get this. Scoreboard fixed here, 9-7. Cambridge by 2. Cambridge with a serve. Aaron Johnson back there. Hit a little sideways by Favre. Griffin, and now bumped over by Porter. Chance for Cambridge right here. Mallory Springer. Far side. Going to be a big swing by Brooklyn. Holds up a partial tip of the net. Porter, clear cross court with a set. Crawford goes cross court. Picked up by Johnson. Set by Springer. Worked the middle to Holtz. Big swing. Good dig by Favre. Cambridge a chance again with Springer. Holtz down the line. Good dig by Walgren. Set by Porter. It's going to be Griffin. Hit a little sideways by Springer, and Cambridge recovers, sends it over. Chance of the Bison with Porter. Griffin again. It's off of high on Gooden, and then the third pass can't be put over. Point McCook, it's 9-8. 9-8 ball game in this second set. Bailey Foster's service line, back row pass by Johnson, and then now good dig up at that time by Springer. Bison have a chance right here. Porter worked the middle of Griffin again. Dug up, Springer. Big swing by Holtz. Bison dig it up again. Crawford sends it down. Boy, just a nice job on the dig that time. It was a perfect pass to Callie Crawford. Crossed the net. Slammed her home, and we're tied at 9 apiece. Foster on the service line. Back row pass by Johnson. Springer had to run it down. Tapped over by Crawford. Sent over by Cambridge. Porter. Crawford, another swing. Cross court. It's going to go off at Aaron Johnson out of bounds. Point to the Bison. They have rallied to take a lead of their own. 10-9 here in set number 2. Trying to force the third and final set. Foster back at the service line. Back row pass by Holtz. Going to be set by Springer. Left side of Holtz. Good dig by Favre. Set by Walgren. Bumped over by Griffin. That's all they could do. Overpass Cambridge. Tipped over by Crawford, and Cambridge can't dig it up. It's 11-9. McCook by 2. In the second. Good serve by Foster, and that wasn't a good serve in the net. The dreaded miss serves. Got a good rally going. Annabelle Taylor will check back in front row. Jocelyn Holtz back at the service line. 11-10 McCook. And in the net, miss serve. 12-10. Bison by 2 in the second. Callie Crawford to the service line, up 2. Back row pass by Johnson. Set by Springer. Far side Holtz. Big swing. Back row is good. Right in front of that back line. Clear as day for that kill. 12-11. Bison by 1 again in the second. Good serve by Kubik. Right there is Favre. Going to be set by Porter. Walgren gets a swing. Blocked by Springer. Overpass. Springer slam. Picked up by McCook. Porter sends it over. Springer will set it up far side. Holtz gets a swing off a partial tip. Dug up by Foster. Walgren. Roll shot over. Picked up by Cambridge. Set by Springer. Holtz, big swing, is going to go out of bounds. Point McCook. Only one thing, the Bison, their back row people are digging up some stuff. Favre, I think, is having a great night. They're digging up a lot of stuff. At that libero spot, Morgan Griffin. Good serve, line drive. Ace serve. Bison get a point back. It's 14-11. Both teams with a timeout left. One timeout left in this set. Griffin back at the service line. Nice serve. Johnson right there. Springer has to dump it over. Bison right there. Set by Griffin. Swung by Walgren. Back row picked up by Holtz. Going to be set by Springer. Brooklyn Holtz, big swing. Good dig again by Foster. And Bailey's had a nice night as well. Walgren in the nets. Yeah, both Baileys have really dug up a lot of stuff in this night. 14-12. And we'll see Brooklyn Holtz back at the service line for Cambridge. I think Coach Carpenter, not quite sure. They just wanted a check on server, and they got it right. Good serve right there. Good dig by Bailey Foster. Swung over by Renner. Didn't have a lot on it. Springer, Aaron Johnson. Little roll shot, and it falls. Favre and Foster kind of both went after it and couldn't quite pick it up. Cambridge within 1, 14-13 in the second. Holtz back at the service line at a 1 point. Cambridge, or Bison lead, I should say. Set by Porter. Big swing by by Walgren. It goes wide out of bounds. No touch. And we are tied at 14 apiece in the second. Cambridge won set number 1, 25-19. On the serve by Holtz. Back row pass by Favre. Going to be set by Porter. Worked the middle this time. Tapped over by Walgren over the double block. Bump set by Springer. Johnson free balls it over. Chance for the Bison right here. Set by Porter. Quick center. Then Renner swiped at it. Went wide out of bounds. Cambridge got a 1 point lead. 15-14 in the second. Holtz back at the service line. On the serve, Favre hits straight up. Bump sent by Porter. Bumped over by Foster. And Cambridge a chance to use this. Johnson taps over a block and it falls. Renner went up that time and they just went right over that block. And it's 16-14 Cambridge. In the second. Holtz the service line. Back row pass by Foster. Bumped Favre now bumped over by Renner. Can set anything up offensively in Cambridge. A shank pass. Two Holtz sisters back there saying, no, you got it. No, I'm taking it. 16-15. 1 point Cambridge lead. Karsten Porter back at the service line. And a 1 point Cambridge lead in the second. Good serve right there as Kubik going to be set by Springer. Johnson's going to get a swing down the line. Can't be picked up. 17-15. Cambridge by 2 again in the second. Chloe Gooden back at the service line on a good serve. Favre's right there. Good first pass. Porter go back set. Walgren and swiped at it in the net. Point Cambridge 18-15. Coach Hoyne's going to burn that last time out. 3 point Cambridge lead. We're back to the high school gym shortly on Kicks 96.1. Back here at the McCook High School gym. 18-15, biggest lead in a while this set for Cambridge. That is the last timeout taken by head coach Trevor Hoynes. He has none left. Cambridge has one timeout left. Chloe Gooden, the junior, back in the serve at 18-15. Cambridge in the second. On the serve, right there is Foster. Porter sets it up for Renner and blocks. Single block. Jocelyn Holtz for Cambridge makes it a 4-point Cambridge lead, 19-15. Chloe Gooden back at the service line. Nice first pass by Crawford. Foster off the top of the tape and it falls. Didn't get a lot on it. She got enough on it. 19-16 in the 3-point game. Jaylee Walgren back at the service line for the Bison. Trailing by 3 in the second. Down a set. And we have a Cambridge out of rotation call. (19-17). In the second. Jaylee Walgren back at the service line at a 2-point Cambridge lead. On the good serve, back row pass by Kubik. Springer gets a good pass to deal with. Johnson, big swing, cross court. Fauver did a good job getting a hand out. Couldn't quite keep it alive, went backwards. And Cambridge is the first one to 20, 20-17 in the second. Mallory Springer at the service line in the net. 20-18 on the missed serve. Bailey Fauver, who's been serving, we're talking about, she's dug a lot of stuff. Her serving has been pretty tough as well. Another good serve set by Springer. Back set Johnson off the block of the net. Went off, I think, Griffin that time. Point Cambridge. (21-18), a 3-point Cambridge lead in the second. Good serve by Johnson right there. Good dig by Fauver. Porter has to chase it down a little bit. Pushed over by Foster. Chance for Cambridge to use this one. Springer. Holtz, big swing. And Bison, can they dig it up? Now going to be a push. Lift could be called. Try to keep it alive on that third chance. Couldn't quite do it. It's 22-18. On the good serve right there, and it could be another lift could be called against Callie Crawford. On the serve, she's back in the front with a short serve. Keep it alive. They've called that a little bit more here in the in this third and final match. They didn't in the prior two. 23-18. Back row pass by Walgren. Going to be set by Porter. Work the middle to Crawford. Little roll shot. Set by Kubik. Little roll shot over by Holtz. And out of bounds long. Point McCook. It's 23-19. And in the net with a missed serve. Boy, didn't need that one. Foster in the net. Here's set point or match point number 1. 24-19. Cambridge get a sweep here after winning the first set, 25-19. On the serve by Holtz. Back row pass by Walgren. Set by Porter. Griffin. Cross court. Good dig by Johnson. Far side. Holtz. Big swing. Good dig. It's saved. Can anybody retrieve it, Porter? No. It's going to be 4 hits. Final in this one, Cambridge. They'll go home with a 2-0 record. Identical 25-19, 25-19 in the first and second sets. Back with our postgame here from the high school gym in just a moment. Kicks 96.1 or Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. We're back here one last time here at the McCook High School gym. Thanks to all of our great sponsors helping us out. Our coverage once again of Bison Volleyball. It came out with a split tonight. Won the first match against Cozad, and then Cambridge got him in the second set by 2 sets right here. Bring along head coach Trevor Hoynes. And coach, gosh dang, came out from the get-go in that first match. What a barn burner once again with Cozad rally from a set down. And hey, that was good. Girls came back and that one did a good job, didn't they?
Yeah, I've watching film on Cozad all week. I was worried that if they got a little momentum and we kind of made errors on our side that they could steal one. And, they've got some young girls that have some talent there. And so I wanted to make sure, I was hoping we'd come out the first set a little bit more. But we battled back, and I felt pretty much in control of second and third. A little bit at the third, they made a little bit of run. But sometimes when you get to 24-13 or whatever like that, you relax a little bit too much, and then they get a couple, and then you tense back up a little bit too much. So, but proud of them how they finished there.
Yeah, they're like your team. Their older hitters are pretty young.
Yeah, very very young team. Pretty much, I think all freshmen, sophomores. Yeah. They do kind of some funky blocking, single blocking, and but the athletic girls, and that's a team that's going to be pretty decent in a couple of years. And likewise, our girls are young and still learning the hitting positions, and felt we did some good things there versus them.
Cambridge, gosh dang, it was back and forth. I mean, just a case of who's going to get their serves in, who's not going to make the least amount of mistakes was going to win this one, and whoever had that lead late was going to win it. And kind of Cambridge had them both times.
Yeah, you're right. It kind of went back and forth. They'd maybe get a 2-point lead, 3-point lead, then we'd come back, tie it up, maybe get a point or two lead, and then kind of timely missed serves here and there. But we kind of knew that they were going to push the outsides, and we got some touches on them, and just couldn't get enough balls away. They play pretty solid defense back there, and their setter really does a good job of control of the ball, even out of system. She's a pretty strong girl and can move the ball around. But I thought on our side, Karsten did a good job moving the ball around as well.
I thought your back row dug up a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
especially last match.
Yeah, we dug up some hard hits that technically our block is there, and they hit it over, and so then you've got to adjust real quick, and got some one-arm digs and stuff up, and that we were able to get points out of them. But I thought our back row played well. Just every game we're learning, trying to get who's the hot hand currently, get them the ball, see if we can get some kills. When it changes, we got to figure out who's going to be next, and that part of that's just being young hitters. They're learning. Most of these girls didn't take as many swings as they've taken this year, all last year.
You're at the Twin Cities Invite. I saw the brag of the pairings here in the pool. The blue or red?
White, I don't know, something.
You got Ogallala, Sydney, and Burns in your pool. So you already played Ogallala, haven't played Sydney yet. So it's still going to be a good tournament.
Yeah, it is. Sydney's a team we saw last year at that tournament. Obviously, they lost some athletes from last year's group, but they're still an athletic group. But I really like the pool we're in. Told the girls earlier in the year when we played Ogallala, we're going to see them somewhere, whether it was conference, that tournament. And so I told them we're going to see them, and I wanted to see them again. We kind of know what they did the first time around. Check film, obviously, see if they haven't made any big changes, but we'll, work on them. And then Burns, obviously, a Wyoming team, you just never quite know what you're getting from there record-wise, just because of you don't see any of those schools during the year.
You switched up our offense a little bit. I see Ashlyn Randall's in a boot and a high ankle sprain. It's going to be a while. Say to switch, go to just a one-setter look instead of a two.
Yeah, unfortunate. She went down with an injury last game of the Saturday tournament. So, kind of had to make a change. Just kind of felt a little more confident with going that way, keeping things simple, having one setter. Making it, and I thought Carson did a good job of setting the ball, and she got some touches up at the net too. Her block touches are going to be more up in the air type touches. We're not going to get down, but she did a good job of getting those.
Thank you, sir. Have a great rest of the night.
Thank you.
Hey, go and get some sleep and get ready for a road trip that's 3 matches on Friday. Get up early and play 3 more on Saturday.
Yeah, you want to drive us up there?
Boy, I've been there. I've been there enough for the way it is. So thanks again, Coach.
Yep, thank you.
Head Coach Trevor Hoynes. Appreciate him coming by. And once again, big road trip for them. That's going to wrap it up. Actually, we'll take one more break. Back to wrap up things here shortly on Kicks 96.1 and the Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel.